Welcome back to the Sane Asylum, my dear patients. Today, I got rejected by another job today. It was a part-time position, 24 hours a week. Admin assistant, answering phones, scheduling. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And then I got this as well. Different admin assistant for a law group. Unfortunately, I wasn't selected. Part-time job. I can't even get accepted to answer the phone. Look at this. I'm not even making this up. I'm on Indeed.com. I applied for 42 jobs. Look at this. Admin job. I couldn't even get an admin job. Again, another admin job. Office assistant. Couldn't even get that job. Look at this. Not selected by scheduling assistant. I can't even get that job. Look, a church. I even applied for a church. And I wasn't even selected. I even applied for a church. Wasn't even selected. Yeah, working at the front desk at an eye clinic. Couldn't even get that job. You see that all of these are just office jobs. Front desk, admin assistant, call center. I couldn't even get a job at a call center. Because they never called me back, never emailed me, nothing. Accounting assistant. Bookkeeper, tax assistant. Well, I was kind of in over on my head on that one, but whatever. Same thing with this. At a bank. Yeah, I was kind of in over my head on that one too. But all of these, like trainee, I can't even get an entry job trainee. I can't even do that. Can't even get a entry job at a credit union. Human resources assistant. Well, it's HR, so I was kind of in over my head to get on that one, but look. Assistant. I can't even get a job at a hotel. Admin assistant. I was kind of in over my head on that one, being a coordinator on that one. Peer leaguer, yeah. Yeah, but I think this is also a admin job too. Because I remember reading this and reading the responsibilities. It's basically an assistant job, but I was kind of in over my head on that one, so not really complaining about that one. But all of these other jobs have assistant, part-time, full-time jobs. Ooh, they viewed my application. Well, that's good to know. Office assistant, real estate assistant, bookkeeping, blah, 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 blah. Look at that. You can't make this up. Real estate assistant. This job I thought I would actually get because it's only a part-time job and I'm just I'm an assistant to a real estate person. So I help them with scheduling. There's not much knowledge that you need to do this job for. You're an assistant. You help them answer phones, help them organize whatever they need to organize. It's an assistant job. Admin assistant. 42 jobs. I don't want a job. I don't want to work, but I need money. I need income. Because I'm not making any income on YouTube, you know. I just need a job so I can move out of my parents' house. It doesn't matter. I applied for full-time job, it doesn't work. So I thought, okay, part-time. I would for sure get a part-time job. Can't even do that. Oh my gosh. Two jobs that I would, out of these 42 jobs, only two of them I was like, for sure. The real estate assistant job, I applied for a month ago, which I thought I would get for sure. And then this job that I currently got declined on, being an admin assistant for a music school. They teach piano lessons, drum lessons there. Basically, I'll just be like an admin assistant, you know, check students in. Hey, Johnny. Hey, what's up? You have an appointment for 8 p.m. to practice the piano with Mr. Blah blah blah. Okay, I'll check you in. Oh my god, that was my job, just checking students in. Oh my god, I can't even get that job. I'm not a criminal. I never do drugs, never done drugs, never drink alcohol. My face is the light. How much experience do you need? I'll show you my resume, and you tell me if I'm, because clearly something's going on here. Clearly. Clearly something's going on. Every day my parents yell at me to get a job. And I'm trying. It's not like I do nothing all day. I'm trying. Look. This just happened. 8:48 a.m. 15 minutes ago. Right now. 11:04. Yeah. It's not like I'm not trying to get a job. I'm trying. And I'm applying for jobs that I qualify for. It's not like I'm applying for jobs that I overqualify for. I mean, yeah, applying for that paralegal job, kind of in over my head in that bank job. But office assistant, full-time, part-time. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna send this email. What do you guys think? So they emailed me that, fortunate, thank you for applying, we're not to careful consideration, we went to a different direction. So I'm gonna reply back. May I ask why I wasn't selected so I can better understand how I can do better next time for my application? Because I have applied for 42 jobs on Indeed and I am not having any luck. I have never sent an email like that. Ever. To any of these jobs that have emailed me back. I'm gonna do it. Because something needs to change. I'm gonna show you guys my resume soon. But this Okay, I sent it. There it is. Yeah, please ask why I wasn't selected so I can better understand how I can do better next time in the future. Blah, 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 you know. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Sincerely, thank you, blah, blah, blah. Let's see what happens. I have to be honest. And it's not an appropriate email to send. Like, it's straightforward. It's professional. And hey, you know, please give me some tips. Because clearly something's not working out. Okay, hold on. Where is my resume? Okay, where's my resume? Oh, there it is. Okay. And I even typed up a cover letter for that job as well. I still didn't get it. And I'm gonna, I can't blur that. I don't want my phone number to be posted on the internet. Oh, okay, there it goes. I don't have a lot of work experience. I only worked one job in my life, which was 3 years ago. That is what my resume looks like. That is what it looks like. One page, that's what most people want, is one-page resumes. I know I don't have a lot of work experience, but how can I get work experience when no jobs will hire me? The only reason why the last job I had was in 2021 because I was dealing with health problems and mental problems that I will not disclose in this video. Some of you who watch my videos will know what I'm talking about. I made a video titled I have empty stellate syndrome and reactive hypoglycemia. Posted a video here about it. I still have it. Oh my god. I still deal with it. But for some reason, it's a lot better now since I moved to a different state. The weather, I noticed that the hot weather tends to affect it greatly. That's why I'm applying, oh my god, this camera. That's why I'm applying for jobs that I know I can handle. Office jobs, jobs I could sit down in, part-time jobs, something I can make some cash on, because I'm very fortunate, you know, I don't have to pay bills. I live with my parents, so I thought, okay, I just need a part-time job, something I can buy dog food with, something. But I can't even do that. And this YouTube thing, I don't know how long it's gonna take me. I put work in my YouTube videos and no one's watching them. But yet, there's many self-improvement YouTubers out there who talk about jerking off, and they get a couple thousand views. I don't understand. I don't want to have a part-time job, but I have to. And it's not like I'm lazy with these jobs. If they tell me to write a cover letter, I write a cover letter. I answer all the questions, but I still don't. Nothing. Two months. I've been, 2 months. Applying for jobs. Nothing. 42 jobs. My parents yell at me every single day. They threaten to give both of my dogs away. And my dogs mean everything to me. It's unhealthy. I know for a fact if I apply for Walmart or something, I'll probably get hired, but I can't handle it. I can't walk for long periods of time because of my blood sugar. I need a job where I can sit down in. That's why I apply for office jobs. Even part-time, I'll suck it up, do a part-time job, whatever. I'd rather work a full-time job because more money, more benefits, but for the time being, I need experience, so I can't even get a part-time job working inside of an office. Can't even get a part-time job checking students in. Hey Johnny, you're here for your piano lesson? Okay, I'll let Mr. Johnson know that you're here. Can't even do that. And I thought for sure I would get that job because I'm passionate about music. Even in the cover letter, I wrote that I have experience in music terminology. I know that I'm not going to be a teacher there, but with an office assistant, you have to know music terminology. I'm familiar with music, but I didn't even get that job as well. Part-time job, and I can't even get that job. So what does that make me? But now I moved back to Washington. I thought, okay, I'm gonna start fresh. I'm gonna start applying for jobs. I've been back in Washington for 2 months, and in 2 months I applied for 42 jobs. As of now, at the end of the day today, I'll probably be applying for 43. It's freaking, why is it? And I need to get a new camera too. That's why I need a good job. I need to save up to buy a new camera. Save up so I can move out of my parents' house. Save up so I can move out and I can have my dogs live with me. They're not allowed inside the house, but my house, my rules. What do I do? What do I do? How much job experience do you need to answer the phone? To say hello to people? How much job experience do you need? I would join the Air Force, honestly. That seems like a good plan. But I can't join the Air Force because I have low blood sugar. I see black spots in my vision, so I'll be automatically disqualified. Oh, drill sergeant, I have to eat my slice of bread every 2 hours because if I don't eat any carbohydrates, my blood sugar gets low. Oh, hey drill sergeant, I have to drink my orange juice. You eat breakfast at the same time every day, eat lunch at the same time, eat dinner at the same time every day. You know, when you're in the military, you eat when they give you food. Oh, drill sergeant, I feel weak. So, I can't do that. I don't know what happened to me. I have all these health problems now. I get dizzy, low blood sugar. I have a brain disorder. It affects my hormones. That's why I'm applying for jobs that I know I can handle. An office job, but even I can't get an office job. I don't know how that even makes sense. They don't believe me my parents don't believe me that I applied for a job. I apply for a job about every 2 days, every 3 days. And then sometimes I'll go on a job spree where I spend the whole day applying for jobs. Sometimes I'll apply for 5 jobs in one day, but usually I apply for 1 job every 2 to 3 days. Especially if they require a cover letter. And then if the job says, you have to apply with a cover letter, I spend the whole day, sometimes 2 days, 3 days, writing a cover letter for this job. But in the end, I just always waste my time because they never want me. They either don't call me back or they do email. I actually appreciate places that actually email you, like say, hey, unfortunately. I respect that because that's very professional, and it also doesn't make me overthink. Oh, when are they gonna email? When are they gonna email? I appreciate it that these jobs I apply for, they actually email me back saying that they don't want me. That's respect. What's respect is I apply for these jobs, I write their cover letter, I answer their questions, and they never call me back, and it sucks. at least tell me that I'm not gonna get the job. You know, instead of leaving me on I keep stuttering. Keep leaving me on red. What else do I apply for? What job do I apply for next? This doesn't even make any sense to me. Doesn't even make any sense to me. I can't even get a part-time job. And people always ask me why do I look so mad all the time? Jesus. This doesn't. Oh, hold on. Do you see this? It says administrative coordinator. What does that mean? Washington State Academy for Pediatric. Oh, I can't pronounce it. Pediatric dentistry. Pediatric dentistry. I'm sorry, guys. I have a speech impediment. I'm currently working on that as well. Washington State Academy of Pediatric Dentistry. How is it only 5 to 10 hours a week and you pay that much? Is that too good to be true? This position is remote. We require coordination of 3 to 5 Saturday events. Bachelor's degree, which I have, I live in Washington, is remote. Huh? Well, what am I doing? Okay, experience in Microsoft, which I do. Oh, nope, I don't have experience in pediatric dentistry. How does it pay that much and it's only 10 hours a week? How does that make sense? What the hell is this job? Should I just apply for it? Because look, I have experience in communication. I know I speak English. Financial, yes. Event planning? Not really, but clear, yeah. Well, I literally couldn't pronounce pediatric dentistry. But Zoom, I know how to use Zoom. I know how to use Google, yeah. Should I just apply for this job? No, what the hell, I have nothing left to lose. Nothing left to lose, guys. Continue. Yep. Once we require on-site coordination, 3 5-star events per year. Events required get it. Would you be available to me at least 6 months? Yeah. Yes, I would. I'll type that up. I don't even know what this job is doing, but I'm just doing it. Yes, I will. 5 to 10. How is that possible? Yes, I will be available. Oh my god. Oh, this job doesn't even require a cover letter. I I highly doubt I'll get that job because I don't even know what the job responsibilities are. But 5 hours a week? I don't even know what that does. Part-time. There has to be something to it. I highly doubt I get it. I just need something. Something I can make money. Something. Ah! This might be one. Front desk attendant at a golf club. Country club. Oh my god, it's 3 hours away. I don't even live. Okay, then why did Indeed recommend me this job? Mercer Island. I don't even live there. Thanks a lot, Indeed. Look. Wait. Mercer Island. I live nowhere near that. Yeah, unless you want me to drive 3 hours a day. For yeah. No. Thanks a lot, Indeed. Yeah, thanks a lot, Indeed. I can't apply for that one. Well, thanks a lot. Can't even go there. Yeah, I live nowhere near that. Yeah, I know I live nowhere near that. What the hell? It's 3 hours away and it's part-time, so yeah, I can't apply for that. Ooh! What about this one? It's in Lacey. It's about a 45-minute drive. Whatever, I can do that. 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Holy. Alright. No more than 20 hours a week. $19 a day. Or $19 an hour, my god. Okay! LCM. What's that? LCM. Claims. Guys, this might be the one. This might be the one. 20 hours of, look at that. Okay. At least 3 weekday, any frickin' time. Anytime. Anytime, baby. Anytime. Well, I did my part-time job. I did YouTube. I can also say I have, because I've been doing YouTube, I'll say 3 years. Okay, but look at this. Qualifications. High school diploma, blah, blah, blah. 1 year office experience. 1 year office experience, yup. Medical knowledge. Yeah, I watch Grey's Anatomy. No, I don't. But look at this. Microsoft, type. Basically, you just need to know how to speak English. I answer the phone. Part-time. Yep. 1 p.m. to 5. I do that. Answer calls. Communicate with staff. Input mail in a computer. Bada boom, bada bing. Alright, let's do it. If I don't really, this weekday, anytime. Anytime, baby, anytime. Alright, let's apply for this job. Yeah, it sucks. It's 50 minutes away, but, you know, I can deal with it. I've been to Lacey before. Let's do this. Yeah, let's do that. That's about 40 minutes away from me. It's gonna suck, but hey, it's better than 3 hours. I can do that. I prefer not. I prefer at least 30 minutes, but you know, a job, you know, something. I can do that, yeah. I've been to Lacey before. I can do that. Alright, what's next? What is next? What's next? Puyallup. Huh. Oh, I don't qualify for that. Great. Great, I don't qualify for that as well. This next job is working at a cancer facility. Cancer patient facility. I don't qualify for that because I need to be, it says, look at this. I have never worked in a medical office before. Required, so I can't, there's no way I can bullshit my way through that. I can't bullshit my way through that, so I can't do that. Alright. What else? Lakewood. Nope, don't qualify for that job as well. Great. How is this a full-time job and you only work 30 hours a week? That's not full-time. Oh, la 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 la. Da da da. A lot of these jobs are the same thing. I noticed with Indeed, they usually don't update every day. They update like every couple days. Because right now I'm just seeing a lot of the same jobs from yesterday. But yeah, it's a good thing I applied for one job today. That's not bad. Now when my dad comes home, I can say, guess what, Dad? I applied for one job today. And then he'll probably say, if you have time to sit on your ass and film YouTube videos, you have time to apply for one more job. Well, there's not a job here yet that I can apply for. I've got to check in tomorrow. If you got time to take a shit in the morning, you got time to apply for a job. If you got time to spend time with those damn dogs, you got time to apply for a job. If you got time to drink that damn water you got time to apply for another job. Ugh. I'm a good person. Oh my god. They still haven't emailed me back because, of course, it's only been, what, 10 minutes? But if I don't get that job that I just applied for, and then even with this job, I thought for sure I would get it, for sure. That's life, I guess. That's whatever. That's fucking life. Ooh, full-time administrative assistant for Windows. Alright, let's do this. Nope, I don't speak Spanish, so I don't qualify for that job. Great. You have to speak Spanish. I don't qualify for that job. Rah. Great. Alright. Hours are not bad though, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., but I don't speak Spanish. English and Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. So that doesn't work for me. That's why I'm just applying for part-time jobs, because a lot of these full-time admin jobs, they require this, require that, require this, require that. But with these part-time jobs, they don't really require anything. I wish that's a really good job, but I don't speak Spanish. Not wasting my time with that one. Okay, what's this one? Assistant. Nope. Oh, I don't live nowhere near that. That's 2 hours away from me. What's this one? Yeah, look at this. You know, I love my parents. I have to respect them because if it wasn't for them, I would be homeless. You know, me looking for a job, I would be homeless, honestly, I would. I can't complain, you know, I have food on the table. I'm eating cereal right now. Healthy cereal. Very healthy, organic. I get to watch TV, I have a TV in my room, I have a computer in my room. I got 2 computers, actually. I have a laptop, I have a keyboard, I have a guitar. Well, I bought this camera myself. That's one of the few things that I own that I paid for with my own money. But it's difficult living with my parents though. I try not to get angry when it's every day that they pick on me, bully me. I understand. It's not even with the job thing too. It's other things like the way that I look. I can't cut my hair a certain way because I look like a boy. I have to look like a girl. Even though I don't pay rent financially with my parents, I pay with my mental health. You know, anybody who lives with their parents, who is above the age of 18, who's unemployed, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You don't pay, even though you don't pay money with rent, you pay with your mental health. My mental health is deteriorating. My rent is my mental health. It's my soul. I paid to live with my parents with my soul. That's the way I look at it. I need to be more respectable, which I am. But then how can you be respectful when your parents don't accept you for who you are? Not job-wise, but just the way you look, you know? I don't want to say the word because I'll get copyrighted. I'll get violated. Well, not violated, but YouTube is strict. They don't like. Oh great, my phone died. Great. Because YouTube, you know how YouTube is about using certain words. I don't have to say it out loud. You guys can probably guess what I'm trying to say. It's hard, dude. That's what she said. I hope things are gonna get better for me. And for you as well. I have a friend, her name is Allegra. She's sort of in the same position as I am. That's what she said also. She's also unemployed and lives with her parents. You know, she has other things going on with her life, but I hope things are better for her too. It's hard finding a job, man. It's hard. I gotta stop saying that word because every time I say that, I always think of that's what she said. Oh, that place still hasn't emailed me back. I'm not expecting them to because how can you reply to email like that? I know it's 1:11. I took some time, played the piano a bit. Now I'm about to eat cereal. Now my cereal's soggy, it's whatever. And then go out with my dogs, hang out with my dogs for an hour or two. Then come back inside and probably, I gotta study Korean today because that's on the list today, study Korean. And then probably edit this video. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. Probably not today, maybe tomorrow. My parents are. I'm a huge disappointment to both my parents because, for instance, if my dad bumps into someone at the store, he'll say, guess who I bumped into? I bumped into Johnny. And guess what Johnny told me? Johnny told me that his daughter graduated college and she's a doctor. Or guess who I bumped into? I bumped into Sarah, and Sarah told me that her son went to Africa and now he's helping poor people. Like, why did you just tell me that? You know, my dad doesn't really say get a job, but you know, it's the small things. It's the language that he doesn't say. It's all the small things in between. It's the silence. Guess who I bumped in today? She told me that she's blah 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 blah. And then I'm unemployed. My dad, he never brags about me. I even hear the conversations. About a month ago, we had our garage floor fixed because it was all scratched. The house is, my dad bought a new house about 2 months ago, and the garage floor was just scratched up because I guess the construction people didn't care, and they parked a tractor or a bulldozer in the garage, and they left implants. But anyway, he had his garage fixed for free by the construction company, as he should. And then the two was just talking about life, you know how men are. And then through conversation, my dad said that I lived in Yelm for a while, and then I moved to Tennessee, then I moved back, and then the construction guy goes, Yelm? I lived in Yelm too. And then they start talking, and oh yeah, my son went to Yelm High School, my son went to PLU. And my dad just sat there and just listened to the guy. I went to Yelm High School, I went to PLU, and I guess his kid graduated the same year that I did, 2019 high school and 2023 at PLU. Small world. Small world. And I could hear everything through the garage because they were talking pretty loud. I was outside with my dogs, the garage door was open, I was in the backyard, and it was echoey. I could hear everything, and my dad just, yeah, you know, he kind of just talked about, yeah, Yelm's nice area, blah, blah, blah. Never, not once did he say, yeah, my daughter went to high school there, yeah, my daughter graduated PLU. And that would happen a lot, you know, just small talk. Even the guy, the husband who's married to the Korean lady across the street, he talked to my dad and said, yeah, my daughter's, she's living in Germany and she has a job. My son lives in Vancouver, Canada, and he does this and that. And then when it comes to me, it's, yeah, my daughter, he always just says my daughter works from home. That's it. He adds nothing to it. I don't work from home, but it's just a fact. Same thing with my mom. My parents, they never brag about me. They never say anything because why should they? And in the Asian culture, parents like to boast about their kids. Not so much in the American culture, but more so the Asian culture. My kid did this. My kid did this. Oh, your kid, my kid. And I can't remember a memory where my mom felt proud of me to be a kid, or she felt proud for me to be her daughter. Not once did I ever recall. Every time when her name is Mrs. Lee, I know, stereotypical. Every time when Mrs. Lee would come over, she comes over like once a day or once every other day, just to hang out. My mother always says to me, Hey, the neighbor's coming over. I need you to hide in your room until she's gone. My mom is embarrassed for me to see her, for me to be seen by her friends because of the way that I look. Every time somebody comes over, I have to hide in my room and not come out. Because I understand. In the Asian culture, it's frowned upon to be who I am. And also in the Asian culture, if they find out that your kid is, they don't blame the kid, they blame the parent. How could you do this? You're horrible. You're a horrible mother. You're a bad mother. They don't tear down the kid, they tear down the mother. So when anybody who comes to the house, I hide in my room for 2 hours, 30 minutes, however long it may be. Even the neighbor, she asked my mom a couple of questions about me. A couple weeks ago, we had to get our cabinets in the kitchen fixed because the construction people messed it up a bit. Anyway, my dad told me to go hide in my room because he didn't want the construction worker to gossip or brag to people that a person like me lives here. Honest to God, he told me to go to my room and wait till they leave. Honest to God, I'm not even kidding. A construction worker. I'm not even kidding. I'm not joking. Go hide in your room and don't come out. I'm not even joking. But I didn't listen. Because I had to pee. I had to frickin' pee. And I walked out of my room, went straight to the bathroom. My dad, after the construction worker left, my dad went up to me and yelled at me because I disobeyed his orders because I had to go to the bathroom and pee. He told me that it was embarrassing because I had short pants on and people could see my hairy legs. He told me that, yeah, I understand you had to pee, but couldn't you at least put on some pants to hide those hairy legs? Could you at least put on a different shirt? That's what he said. Because I don't shave my legs, he told me that. Next time, if I want to go out, I have to put pants on. Put on long pants because of my hairy legs. Construction worker. My dad's embarrassed by me to be seen by a construction worker seeing me. If that doesn't tell you how messed up a construction worker, he's embarrassed for me to be even seen by a construction worker. No wonder I have social anxiety. It's like I have social. No wonder. Every time when people come over, I have to hide in my room because I don't want to get yelled at by my parents. So I just hide in my room when people are coming over. And when they do come over, I make sure I have to get some food, get some water, and I'm all good to go. But if I have to pee, that's where I'm in a bit of a pickle if I have to pee. Because if they do see me come out, then I'm in trouble by my parents. Because I live downstairs. My room's downstairs. And the bathroom's next to my room. So it's not like I can hide. Well, it's not like I can sneak my way to the bathroom, because I live downstairs. It sucks. Being a disappointment to your parents sucks. It sucks not having them brag about you. Oh, my daughter makes YouTube videos. My daughter plays the guitar. They never do any of that. I mean, I think there's some things they can brag about. I do YouTube videos. I play guitar, piano, but they never do that. They just say, yeah, my daughter works from home. Yeah, I have a daughter. Yeah. They're not wrong, though. They're not. If my name isn't brought up in the conversation, it's like I don't exist. You know, if my dad is talking to a friend, he doesn't talk as if he has a daughter until it's brought up. Like, hey, Robert, do you have a daughter? Then he goes, yeah, I do. But if it's not brought up, then it's not talked about. Same thing with my mom. If it's not mentioned, she doesn't answer it. Seeing the disappointment in my parents' face makes me more disappointed in myself. They are highly embarrassed by me. I know they are. They tell that to me every day, that they're embarrassed. My father told me to my face, I'm embarrassed to go anywhere with you. I'm embarrassed to even go to the doctor with you. I'm embarrassed to go grocery shopping with you. That's why I don't go grocery shopping with you anymore. That's what he said to my face. Honest to God. And people wonder why I'm so angry all the time. They wonder, why don't I smile anymore? Oh, it's probably because of that. But I try to be understanding because without them, I would be homeless, literally. I don't pay rent. I don't pay the groceries, so I understand. But it's hard. Because at what cost, you know? At what cost? I have a house. I have a TV in my room. I have a computer. I have food. Why should I be complaining? You know what I mean? Why should I be complaining? Maybe I'm being selfish. I'm being selfish. You win some, you lose some. $42 jobs I applied for and nothing. 42 jobs. 40 jobs. 42 jobs. Let me show you something real quick. look at this. I applied for a Pierce County Library Assistant. They emailed me 1 day ago, so yesterday. Look at that. We notify you that another candidate was selected. Look at that. Another job declined. At least they emailed me out of respect. At least they did that, which I respect. I can't even get a job as a library assistant. Oh my god. I also couldn't get a job working as a front desk associate at an eye clinic. That's one. This was from 2 days ago. You see that? Unfortunately, Tacoma Eye has moved to the next step. Look at that. Couldn't even get that. No wonder my parents are disappointed in me. No wonder they are. No wonder they are. I mean, they don't lie when I say I work from home, because I am technically working. I do YouTube. YouTube is my dream job. If I can make money off of YouTube, make an income, live an income, I'm happy. They're not totally wrong about that. Oh, what does your daughter do? I see her home all the time. She walks the dogs all the time. What does she do? Oh, my daughter works from home. What does she do? Oh, just works from home. What does your daughter like to do? Watch TV. I do other things, you know that. Oh, my daughter, Renee, is in Germany. My daughter, My daughter joined the Marines. Joined the Marines? She is a Marine. My daughter's a Marine, and then when she got out, she did this job and that job. Now she has her own house. Mike's kid is 22 years old and already has a child of his own and already has a house. And I'm almost 25 and I don't have a house of my own. Nor a kid. I don't want a kid, but hypothetically. There's people my age who's making 100K a month, 100K a year. Me, I have no income. I don't have a house, I'm not even married. I'm not even dating anybody, I'm single. I know. There's people my age who's already married, about to get married, about to buy a house, is already bought a house. I know. I'm trying, I know. Something's not. Mrs. Lee's coming over. Hide in your room. Make sure you don't drink too much water today because I got Mrs. Lee coming at 2 p.m. Don't drink too much water because you know what happens when you drink too much water. You pee. Make sure you be quiet. Don't make any noise. Don't play guitar. Don't play piano. Just hide in your room. Read a book or something. Edit YouTube videos. Do something quiet. There's not that bothers me. I'm sorry, I didn't know my camera was tilted. I'm sorry. It's not that bothers me. Because I can deal with that. You know, I don't have a job. It's whatever. You know, it's whatever. But I don't know what to do with all these jobs. I can't even get one interview. I can't even get one. 'Cause I sit in this chair 15 hours a day. Well, 10 hours a day because I do other things, but 80% of my day is sitting in this chair. Playing the guitar, playing the piano, applying for jobs, editing YouTube videos, filming YouTube videos, watching YouTube videos just for entertainment as I eat dinner. I eat breakfast at this table, I eat lunch at this table, I eat my snack at this table. I sit in this chair 10 plus hours a day. $10 a day I sit here. The other 5 to 6 hours, I'm outside with the dogs. I take a shower, take a poop, walk around in the kitchen. But 10 hours out of my day, I sit here. They think everything I touch, I destroy. Don't open the refrigerator. How can I open the refrigerator without using my hands? They leave fingerprints on the refrigerator. Every time you sit at this dinner table, there's always a trail of dog hair, a trail of food, fingerprints on the dining table. It's true, yes and no, but there's also fingerprints from my father and my mother. I walked past that dinner table. I did a little experiment myself. I told myself I'm not gonna eat at that dinner table for a whole week. And every day I walked past that dinner table, I looked on the floor and I found food. And my parents still yelled at me because they thought I spilled the food, but it was them. Every time I sit at the table, They always yell at me. There's food on the ground. You never pick up your mess. How many times did I tell you? You need to pick up your messes. And then when I talk back and say, technically, Dad, I did a little experiment. Some of the messes are not made by me, but it's made by you and Mom. And he said, I never make messes. I pick up everything that I spill. I never spill anything. So I don't sit at the dinner table because I don't want to get yelled at. There's dog hair. You spill the rice on the floor. Maybe it's from me, maybe it's from my dad, maybe it's from my mom. I did it. I did a little experiment. Both my parents are OCD. One little fingerprint, one little speck of dust, it's the end of the world. That's why I eat in my room. Because if I spill food, I'll pick it up. If I don't, I don't. You know? There's even a way that I open the refrigerator. I have to open it like this. Instead of like this. But yeah, there's still fingerprints from both of my parents on the refrigerator, which I don't understand. You know, you want to know what's so funny? I don't even live upstairs. My mom watches TV upstairs and she likes to eat upstairs, right? This is the funny part. My dad yelled at me because he thought I left a trail of food up the stairs. Like bread, literally it was breadcrumbs or crackers or something up the stairs, and he yelled at me. And he said, how many times did I tell you not to eat upstairs? That's one of the reasons why you decided to live downstairs. I thought the whole premise of you living downstairs is not you leave a trail of food upstairs. And I told Dad, that wasn't me. I don't eat upstairs. I don't go upstairs. My room is downstairs. And he says, yeah, right. And turns out my mom said, you know what, it was me. Well, in Mom's perspective, she went up to my dad and said, you know what, it was me. I owned up to it. I ate upstairs last night. And then I said, thank you, Mom. Thank you. I never got a sorry, never got anything. They always blame everything on me. Everything. Everything. That's why I choose to live downstairs, because there's more privacy. There's wood floors, so that if I happen to spill water on the floor, it's not that big of a deal, because I can just wipe it up. Whether if you spill water on carpet, it molds, you know. So that's why I live downstairs. Even though this room is a lot smaller, just a 9x9 room, the one upstairs is 12x12. But you know what? Small price I pay. I get my own bathroom. You know. But I do have to share it with whoever comes to the house. If they need to pee, they need to pee. But small price I pay. That's why I just stay in my room and sit in this chair 10 hours a day. Fingerprints, no fingerprints. I sit there, I don't sit there. I walk here, I walk here. Somehow, I always get blamed. It's amazing. Just the other day, I did the dishes for my mom. And she went downstairs a couple hours later and redid the clean dishes that I just cleaned. But yet she just said earlier this week how she's fed up that nobody helps her clean the house. The one day I helped her clean the house by washing the dishes, she reduced my clean dishes by washing them again. That hurt my feelings right there. I wasted almost an hour. Oh, not an hour. I wasted about like 40 minutes doing it, washing the dishes. It's not focusing. That right there hurt my feelings. Because my mom told me to my face that she doesn't trust me, that they're cleaned enough. So she cleaned them again. That's how OCD is. She wants people to help. And then once they do help, she don't like it. That honestly hurt my feelings. That's why I don't do anything outside of my room. I vacuum my own room, I clean my own bathroom, I do my own laundry, and that's it. Whatever mine is mine, whatever hers is hers. Because if I do her laundry or anything else, it's you didn't do it right, and then she does it again. And then she complains about the water bill, doing it again. I understand. So whatever's mine, mine. But she just said that she does everything in this house. She vacuums the. I don't understand how that's possible. I need help around the house. Nobody does the dishes. And then I offer help to do the dishes. And then they wash them again. I don't know. But yet sometimes, not sometimes, all the time, she'll come in my room and say my room's messy, my room needs to vacuum, you never vacuum, when I just vacuumed. And then she'll just do it because she doesn't trust me that I cleaned it enough. Or I'll clean my own bathroom. She'll go in a couple days later, sometimes the day of, 2 hours later. But she'll go in there after I just cleaned, and she'll clean it again, yelling at me saying that I didn't do a good job. But yet then she'll say nobody helps me clean. I have to do everything. But yet I just cleaned my own bathroom without her asking me to. I do my own laundry, but yet she yells at me. I hope the laundry machine's not broken. I hope you cleared out the dryer vent. Yes, Mom, I did that. Are you sure? Yes, Mom, I did. No, you're not sure. Check again. Check again. Did you make sure not to use too much soap? Not too little soap? I did the right amount of soap, Mom. I promise. No, you didn't. Check again. Check again. Just in case, I'll do your laundry. And then she does my laundry, and then she complains that she has to do my laundry. Then I offer, then I do my own laundry from now on, and then it just repeats the cycle. I don't understand. Something needs to change. I need to move out. But how can I move out when no one's hiring me? I can't even get one interview. I don't understand that. Sometimes I feel like this thing only happens to me. Like I'm sure somebody who watches this video will relate to this in all aspects of the way. But it can't be this bad, can it? I can't be the only one experiencing this. I hope, nobody helps me do the dishes. Then I do the dishes. She just ends up doing it again because she doesn't trust me that they're clean. And then then that tells that person, well, I'm not gonna do the dishes again. And they don't do the dishes, and then my mom yells at me. Nobody helps me. Then you help her, and then she gets mad. So it's like, what do I do? So I just figured out that if it's mine thing, it's mine. My room. I focus my room, my bathroom. That's it. But that still doesn't work. Oh my gosh, still doesn't work. Still doesn't work. But I did my own laundry today. They're still a bit wet. They're folded up. I'm gonna hang them up later. That's what I do with a lot of my clothes. I'll usually just hang them on my bed frame, and then I hang them on my door. Well, I have a jacket on the other side of the door. My room smells quite nice, actually. Clean clothes, it actually gives off a aroma. My room actually smells pretty nice right now. It's clean clothes. There's something therapeutic about doing your own laundry. You're making something dirty, clean. I love doing laundry. The dishes, not so much, but you know, if I have to do it, I have to do it. But I really like vacuuming. I really like doing laundry. Making something dirty, making something clean. There's something so therapeutic about it. I love taking out the trash. But cleaning the bathroom, oh my god, I hate using chemicals, but I have to do it, I have to do it. How did we go from talking about me not getting hired by jobs to me talking about cleaning bathrooms? How does that relate? Well, I think this concludes the end of this video. Probably be 3 hours long of me talking about nothing. Anyway, no matter how insane you may be, there is always someone out there to complete the insanity. I don't even have the energy to do my outro. It's going to get better for me. I love my parents. I love my parents. Oh, I have to love my parents. I'm very fortunate. I love them. My mom cooks for me. It's the least I can do. It's her yell at me and just smile. You know, I love you, Mom. Just smile. Same thing with my dad. Just smile. Smile and wave. Just smile. Just be happy. Yep, I have to. I can't be selfish anymore. I can't. I just have to. I have to be nonchalant about it. That's the word. Nonchalant. Nonchalant monotony. It's a monotonous life that I live. It's monotonous. I need to be very nonchalant. Just chill. Have self-control. That's it. That's it. You know, both of my parents talk about having self-control, but yet they yell. That's not having self-control. Why can't we all just talk instead of yelling all the time? That would be nice. That would be nice.